Hi and welcome to Tran TV. My name is Ed Miles and this is the new for 2017 Rukka Kalix jacket. Obviously comes with a pant as well, specific to the jacket. I'm not going to walk through that today because it shares the same features as the jacket. So get down to your local dealer if you want to have a look at the trousers and try them on, get a feel for how they work. But we'll talk through the jacket first. As I say, they do share all the features with the trousers. So the jacket itself, new for 2017, as I say, what we've done is we've looked at what people want out of a motorcycle jacket, stripped it right back to those key elements. So those key elements are normally that it's waterproof, it's protective, it's comfortable and it's warm. So that's the four key elements you're looking at with this product. We've stripped it right the way back. By now most people should be familiar with the Gore-Tex Pro, Pro Shield, but I'll just talk you through a little bit about the Gore-Tex Pro level. So when you get a Gore-Tex Pro product, you've actually got an active membrane that's going to move the moisture out of the jacket. That's 25% more breathable on average than your standard Gore-Tex drop liner product that you see in all the other brands and most other price points. So this is a much higher performing product. If you ever want a cheap jacket and you get all sweaty inside, it's not going to happen inside a Pro jacket. It's going to move that moisture out. Also, when you look at the Pro series of jackets from Rukka, it's always a laminated product. Now you might not have heard of laminates before, but with the Rukka laminate product, what it means is when it rains, the water hits the front of the jacket, runs straight down and off. You're not getting any saturation levels. Advantage is that obviously if you're going touring, camping, commuting, you're not going to be putting a wet jacket on at the end of the day after lunch or when you get right from the calf. You've got a much quicker drying time. Second big advantage is when you open a ventilation point, you're going to get direct air into the jacket and out the other side. With a drop liner product, the vents are going to vent to the membrane. So a little tip, if you're looking at buying a jacket, just put your hand up behind the vent, blow through the vent. If the air doesn't come through, it's not a proper vent. This is a proper direct air ventilation product like all the Pro Shell products are. On the exterior of the jacket in terms of safety, what we're looking at is a 500 denier Cordura product. So it's Cordura over the whole jacket. That's a proper DuPont product, tested by Gore-Tex to make sure it's motorcycle ready. Gives you a really good abrasion resistance within the product itself, much better than all the cheaper nylons that you can get on the market. So that's covering the whole of the jacket, a 500 denier Cordura material. Again, in terms of safety, second feature we've got is these stitches. So they've moved away from the contrast stitching into a standard black stitching on this product. It's the same material, so it's still anti-rot. It's still got the safety stitch, which is a triple stitch, two on the outside and one hidden underneath just to protect it. You can look that up on the, in the European stitching manuals, but it just rolls underneath and then you stitch it again underneath. So if you wear through the top two, you've got another stitch underneath that's going to hold the product together. Inside the jacket, you've got D3O armour. So D3O shoulder and elbows. Again, you need to get into a dealer and have a look at this. But the size of the armour covering the whole joint, much bigger than the European standards stipulate. So it's going to cover a much bigger portion of the jacket and of course your joint. So you get full safety from D3O, which is a non-Newtonian fluid armour. So when you take an impact on it, the bonds between the molecules go hard and it absorbs the shock. So it's performing really well, but it's also exceptionally comfortable when it's on the body and breathable because it's developed specifically for Rukka. One of the stipulations was that it was breathable. So that's running on the shoulders and the elbows. Optional extra with the Kalix jacket is a full C level 2 back protector, which should be available from all Rukka dealers, no problem at all. It's beautifully made, breathable, and it'll slot straight into the back of the product. So that's available as well. Coming back to the jacket. Reflective piping on the shoulders, a slight safety feature. Running it onto the arms, you've obviously got the Rukka logo traditionally that is reflective, and on the back as well you've got the R and the piping down the neck and across the back that's reflective. So that's the safety features. A few other comfort features. As I said, with the Rukka jacket you've got the Pro Shell, so it's not going to soak up water. It's going to be 100% waterproof, and that's tested to a massive PSI. It's not going to leak. It's much more waterproof than any other jacket on the motorcycle market. On the front of the product you've got two hand warm pockets that are Gore lined. I don't know if you can probably see that. They're Gore-Tex lined with waterproof zips with the Gore-Tex flap. I wouldn't suggest putting a phone in because if you leave that zip slightly undone, your phone's going to get saturated wet. So I'd always go, in terms of putting your phone away somewhere, always go for a pocket with inside this storm flap. What we've done with the Rukka jacket is we put two large pockets on the inside, so that runs all the way down the front chest, so you shouldn't be short of storage, even though it's a really clean, beautiful looking jacket on the outside. Use those two big inside pockets. As I open it there, you've got a water resistant zip. This isn't the waterproofing, it's just a resistive element for the water. And then you've got the storm flap sewn behind so it catches the water and drains off. Opening up at the bottom, one thing to mention. Wherever you have Velcro on a Rukka jacket, there's always a park point for it. A really small detail, but any of you that have had jackets in the past, you know that the hooks of the Velcro can start to attack the strap on your helmet or your neck area or around here. Always park it over when the jacket's open and you're not going to get any of those areas being attacked. Opening up, 65 gram thermal lining, so it's going to reflect any heat back into the body and keep you nice and warm inside. Obviously you will need to layer up. This is a Pro Shell jacket which makes it cooler than the other jackets. but in the winter you may need to layer up a little bit under the jacket depending on your personal circumstance. Inside you've got a wickable lining material. The sweat's going to come off your body, hit that, spread out over a big area and allow you to move more moisture out of the jacket itself. So that's running on the inside. A lot of the cheaper jackets use sort of a nylon lining. The sweat just drips down. This will soak it up, spread it out and get it gone from the jacket, helping keep you more comfortable. All Rukka jackets run a full zip round to the front of the jacket, which will zip to any Rukka trouser for about the last 20 years, so you shouldn't have a problem in terms of zipping the jacket to any trouser you currently own, or as I mentioned earlier, there is a specific trouser that goes with this jacket if you want to have the full matching suit. Running back to the top, neoprene area around the top of the neck, nice and comfortable, easy to use cuffs. Now, cuffs on jackets are a big problem in the motorcycle world. What we've done is made a really nice wide opening with a large amount of Velcro down the side. Really simple, but it just allows you to close that up round the gloves to give yourself a good seal. This doesn't have the Rukka neoprene system that's found on the slightly higher end jackets, but with this one you should be able to get a good seal around the cuff. Obviously adjusters up the side and everything else you'd expect from a Rukka jacket. So the Rukka Kalix jacket really is our stripped back pro shell jacket, a really aggressive price point, making sure everyone in the UK is doing their commuting, touring, any of those long distance proper riders are getting into the right product for them, which is always a Gore-Tex Pro shell. For any more information, get down to your local dealer, try it on, see how beautiful this jacket is, how well made it is. If you do want to have a look online for any more information, the best place is tranam.co.uk.